Last rotation of Voyages in version 2.4, let's check them out. This time I was able to claim all the rewards, but all you have to do is rack up 60k points across all 3 battles, so you obtain yourselves every possible key of thought. Let's jump right into this first battle and check it out. You will have 2 enemies right here. First of all, you will have the Black Bean Sovereign, the Black Bean King, so to speak. So what he does, at the end of the round, he inflicts 1 stack of Black Bean allergy to all of your allies. But when he receives a 1 target attack, he dispels this Black Bean allergy, every single stack, from all of your allies. The Black Bean allergy it reduces your damage that you deal, and it increases the damage that you take, and this will stack and stack and stack and stack up every single round. So you have to use 1 target attacks to get rid of those stacks. There is a caveat though, because this rooster right here will taunt and counter, so you will not be able to attack the Black Bean King. But furthermore, what is something you have to keep in mind is that this Black Bean King is half immune to mass attacks. When you attack him with a mass attack, the damage he takes is reduced by 50%. That doesn't matter though, it's all about this Black Bean allergy and you dispelling it. Now you have this one here, the rooster, called White Plume Guard, and at the end of the round he gains Taunt and Loyal Guardian. Loyal Guardian simply means that he gains a Shield of Authority, and that makes it so that he dispels all your buffs, and he counters you when you attack him. He counter attacks you for quite heavy damage. So the whole point of this fight right here is that you find a way through this counter, through this Shield of Authority, so that you are able to use 1 target attacks onto this Black Bean King. Otherwise, these stacks of Black Bean allergy will get out of control and you will get wrecked. Furthermore, there's another note that you should take here, that both of these enemies are from the Star Afflators. So if you bring Plant Afflators characters, you are in an advantage here. But again, the most important thing is that you find a way through that taunt from the rooster to attack the Black Bean King. And the way I did it is the following. I will show you this in battle real quick. Don't worry, we don't do the entire battle. I just want to show you how I did it. And that was through 2 things. First of all, through Mrs. Bubble's ultimate, because she taunts, and when she taunts, then the attacks of the Black Bean King go to her, and she counter attacks him with a 1 target attack. That dispels all Black Bean allergy stacks from your entire team when she does that. Additionally, I used the Petrify from Druvis III, because if you petrify this rooster, he loses his taunt, and then you are able to go through and attack the Black Bean King. Yeah, let's play this battle out a little bit and see how it actually looks. First round doesn't matter, you can just attack whenever you want. Whatever you do, whatever you want, right? It doesn't matter in the first round. Although you can already attack this Black Bean King with a 1 target attack. But then from the second round onwards, this rooster will be a non-stop in his taunt and in his counter. He will gain this Shield of Authority. So the way you get through it is, the way I did it at least, is by petrifying him. Then he loses his taunt, and now I can go through and attack the Black Bean King with a 1 target attack. And if you do this every 3 or every 2 rounds, you should be completely fine here. Remember to bring Beast Afflators characters though, And there's one more thing you have to keep in mind, because at some point this rooster will get a one-turn immunity to control effects. That means for one round you will not be able to petrify him like I do. So we will play this battle out until this rooster gets this immunity that I just mentioned. Once, just so you will be able to see it and realize how it looks. Not so much here.
No need to look back.
See, with Petrify, I get rid of the taunt, I attack the Black Bean King, and you saw, boom, all Black Bean energy stacks from my entire team are now dispelled, and I don't have to worry about it anymore. And that's how I approach the battle. However, what you need to do is you need to find a way to bypass the taunt from the rooster. That's like the key here. Additionally, don't forget that Druvis' ultimate also petrifies the main target, so that's another thing that helps me out here, you know? So yeah, those are a bunch of tips, and the way that I did it. You can do it differently, however you want. Just find a way to bypass the taunt. There it is, finally. Now you see this buff above his head. I will show you this, 1 second. This one right here. You see? Remember this picture, and when you see it, that means he has control resist. He's immune to control. So, just for one round though. Here you can see this, for just one round. So, this would be the turn in which you heal your team, you buff your team, you provide shields to your team, right? This is the turn where you should refrain from really attacking him too much, right? And also, keep his counter attack in mind. Don't go too nuts with just one of your characters. See that you spread it a little bit, so that everyone attacks him, everyone takes a little bit of damage, so your heals then have higher value. But that's just a side note. The key is find a way to bypass this taunt. Bring one target to attack the king, the bean in the back. And that's really all about it. And there you go. That's all there is to battle number 1. We can now move on to battle number 2. So let's go and take a look at battle number 2. This is much more simplified, and this doesn't require a showcase here at all. So you have these 4 enemies, and as I said, it's really simple. They have reality def and mental defense increased by 50%, which is quite huge. So you can either refrain from bringing reality or mental damage in the first place, but more important is when they being attacked, for every one type of negative status on themselves, you gain plus 10% penetration rate. So this increases your damage. The whole point here is to simply bring debuffs. Now they provide pollution to yourself, which makes you take damage in return whenever you deal damage. So this is nothing too worrisome, but helping something that can dispel this debuff helps you a lot in this fight. But the key, like everything that matters here in this fight, is to bring debuffs. Bring someone that debuffs your enemy team. I would recommend highly the character 6 for this fight, because he does both of these things. He cleanses, he dispels the pollution debuff from one of your teammates, and he also debuffs the enemies. He provides 2 debuffs to the enemy team. So he is very, very beneficial in this particular fight. Other than that, something else that I did was I brought Sotheby because of the poison debuff. But again, the more and more debuffs you inflict onto the enemy's team, the more and more damage you will deal. And that's the whole point. Bring debuffs, as many as you can, different debuffs, as many different debuffs as you can, bring them. And if you want to be like most efficient, then you do this and bring a character that dispels this pollution debuff. And that's really about it. So for battle number 2, bring defi and bring debuffs. That's it. Now let's take a look at battle number 3 real quick and see what was going on here. Here you can bring mineral type of latest characters and you will be totally fine. This fight is also pretty simple and straightforward. So you have a bunch of enemies here, 4, and 2 enemies will follow up once 2 die. So yeah, they have a discard effect. They deal more damage and gain additional moxie the more HP you have. Yada yada. Like, nothing here actually really matters. Of course, there is this incorporeal buff. So they make themselves immune every 2 rounds for 1 attack. So use your weakest incantation to get rid of this immunity and then go nuts with your damage. Bring mineral of latest characters, bring characters that can deal a lot of damage, preferably with mass attacks that attack all 4 of those enemies. Like, this is just really deal a lot of AoE damage, like area of effect, right, with mass attacks. Since mineral type of latest characters are very, very beneficial here, if you have Semmelweis and Eternity, they will completely obliterate this fight and you will have no issue even on the hardest difficulty. You will easily rack up 40k points here if you have Semmelweis and Eternity. That will be absolutely no problem. But yeah, even Fatulu does a lot of damage here, right? Just bring some mineral afflatus characters, deal mass attacks, deal a lot of damage, and you will be fine. This should be honestly a walk in the park. And that's really already all there is to say about these 3 battles. Of course, right, when you decide on which myth manifest you bring, you just simply look here, recommended plant. That's the battle where you bring the mountain ghost. Next battle, you see that Beast Afflatus is very beneficial for this fight. You simply bring the Beast Afflatus manifest, and that's how it goes. It's really simple. And that's it for the video, guys. I hope that was informative and fun. If you like Reverse 1999 content in general, please consider leaving a follow on my channel. I would really appreciate that. But until next time, take care of yourselves, have a great day, and we love this game.